lack of sleep?
Technology, I think, is a part of it. Looking at your phone before you go to bed, it keeps you awake. I think the stress in their lives will definitely do that as well, and just all of the, I guess, stuff going on.
Do you think school should start later or students should go to sleep earlier? Why?
So a lot of research has been done showing that students who are older benefit more from starting school later in the day. They call this like a reverse schedule, where the littler kids will go to school earlier in the day when the high school kids like normally start now, which is like 7:20 in the morning. And that the older the students get, the later they should be going to school. Those teenage years are really where there's a lot of brain growth. The most brain growth that you experience as a middle school student is the most brain growth that you have since you were a little baby. So that really takes up a lot of energy. And so a lot of school districts have kind of been toying with the idea of having what's called a reverse schedule like that, where the high school students start later and the younger kids go in earlier. It all depends on what the school district and the school community would want to do. But as someone who taught both high school and I teach middle school now, I would think that a lot of my students would be a lot more aware and a lot more with it if they, got a little bit extra sleep and came into school later.
Why do you think students experience lack of sleep?
I think students are always going to be a little bit tired in the morning just because you guys are growing so rapidly. So a lot of students need that extra rest from just having a busy school day or playing sports or whatever. But I think nowadays, especially a huge issue is the amount of what they call blue screen time that kids spend. A lot of physicians recommend that you should not be on a phone, tablet, or be watching television an hour before you go to lay down in bed. And I think the big problem is that a lot of students are unrestricted with cell phone use at home, and they really can't judge how much time is appropriate to spend during the day. So like one of the recommendations I would have for anybody who's trying to like manage their sleep is on their apps is to set, there's an option for this. I know, different social media apps will tell you how much time you spend on an app or on your phone and kind of manage it. You shouldn't really be spending more than an hour a day on social media. That's excessive. And before you go to bed, I would suggest also maybe restricting phone use, like an hour before bed, no more phone, read a book, because it'll help put you to sleep. And another suggestion would be if you have a TV in your room, it's okay, turn it off, but maybe put your phone on the other side of your room so you're not as tempted to go and look at it and check all of your apps and stuff. So that's really what I think is going to be a growing issue for kids in the future.
Does stress make it difficult for you to fall asleep? If so, what kind?
Stress does because I'm worried about having a test tomorrow or studying. It does because if I'm worried about school, it's harder to fall asleep.
Why do you think students experience lack of sleep?
Probably because they're worried about something that's happening with their friends or something that happened at school. Probably because they have a lot of work to do the next day. They don't have time.
Does stress make it difficult for you to fall asleep? If so, what kind?
It kind of does. It depends, like stress with grades or like drama and stuff in school.
Why do you think students have lack of sleep?
Mainly because of phones and like the internet.